What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, and my fighters? I'm One Eye Bry, also known as PT, and I'm back to talk about The Walking Dead. Spoiler warning for The Walking Dead Season 10, first half, second half, spoiler warning for sure, the comics, all that stuff. But Daryl Dixon is right here highlighted. And well, I mean, his crossbow has a red box around it. And why? Well, I watched Season 10, Episode 8, and it has me wondering what is going to happen with Daryl's crossbow, and my theory about who could actually have it. But first, guys, I know it's very important to hit that goal of 100,000 subscribers, and hopefully you are a subscriber. So if you can, tell your friends, tell your family. We talk about The Walking Dead all year round. Hit the join button, become a member, and ring the bell to make sure you're notified when we post our videos every day. Now, Daryl had his crossbow as he ran after Carol, who was running after Alpha, and then Daryl took out a walker, put his crossbow down, and used his knives to take out other walkers. So where is his crossbow? It's most likely right around here because he fell into the cave without it. Who could have his crossbow and who will end up with it? Well, if they get out of the cave and the crossbow is still there, Daryl will most likely pick it up, but who knows how long Carol, Daryl, and the gang will be in the cave. This is Whisperer territory that they're in, so I would assume the Whisperers will take Daryl's crossbow. So that may be another crossbow that Daryl may lose that he hopefully gets back. But like I said, Carol, Daryl, and the gang are stuck right here the last time we saw them. Season 10, Episode 8 ended with them in the cave. It needs to be that we have this settled in Season 10, Episode 9. Hopefully everybody makes it out alive, but we'll have to wait and see come February. But like I said, Daryl went into the cave and fell down into the cave without the crossbow. And it's not that big of a deal, but it's not like Daryl would be able to kill all the walkers with the crossbow, but it's just crazy to think that Carol ran into this spot blindly. And that seems so out of character for Carol, but I guess Carol was blinded by her revenge for Alpha that she ran blindly into a cave that she can't really see. Daryl went in there and they all fell into the cave, and we'll have to see who makes it out. I'm excited to see what happens here. You know, is it going to be cheesy? Is it dumb? If you think about it, it's a little cheesy that they all fell into the cave. How are they going to get out? And will they all make it out alive? And I recently made a video about Daryl and his Morning Star that he's going to use in the back half of Season 10 and all the different weapons that he used in the series so far. Is he going to get more weapons in the back half of Season 10 into Season 11? We'll have to see. But my guess and theory is that Alpha leaves the cave with her torch. She picks up Daryl's crossbow and whatever else is around there and goes back to the camp with Daryl's crossbow and's like, here, you might need this, and she gives it to somebody, and that may clue in Negan that there's a problem. And if you're a comic reader, you know what is most likely going to happen or potentially going to happen with Negan and Alpha, and I hope it's great. But the Whisperers have weapons, and I mean, if they traveled from place to place to place to community after community to area, they should have a nice stockpile of weapons. Could Negan and or somebody take their weapons and bring them back to our group? And we clearly see the bow and arrows right here being used with flaming arrows flying into most likely Hilltop. I can't wait to see what happens. And we're going to see Daryl get out of the cave, obviously, because he's there. He has his Morning Star flail or whatever you want to call it, mace. I know some people are telling me it's not a mace. Well, that's okay. A Morning Star is the weapon, what it's called. The title of an episode for the back half of Season 10 is Morning Star. And every day that goes by is a day closer to the return of The Walking Dead, February 23rd. Hurry up. And I really hope they point out what happens with Daryl Dixon's crossbow, because he clearly doesn't have it at the end of Season 10, Episode 8 in the trailers for the back half of Season 10, and I'm excited to see what happens one way or another. Hopefully it's not a plot hole or something that doesn't make sense. We're like, wait a second, where is his crossbow? But thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate it. And for those interested in my zombie apocalypse book series, all the proceeds come back to the channel so we can continue on making more and more videos and more books. I hope you join the fight for us, and tell them, Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.